The thing about powerful families, especially ones that exist under constant global attention, is that even the smallest decisions can turn into major talking points. And right now, all eyes are once again on the British royal family, where a quiet but significant development is beginning to raise eyebrows behind the scenes. At the center of this unfolding situation is Prince William, the future king, and his younger brother, Prince Harry, whose every move continues to attract intense public and media scrutiny. Now, according to ongoing media discussions and commentary, there was a moment recently that didn't quite sit right within royal circles. A reported overseas visit involving Prince Harry, one that appeared to be both high-profile and carefully managed, sparked fresh questions, not because of where he went, but because of how it was handled. Here's where it gets interesting. In the structure of the monarchy, communication and protocol are everything. Major international appearances, especially those involving senior or former royals, often pass through formal channels. Traditionally, this means awareness at the highest level, typically with King Charles III, who remains the central figure in royal decision-making. But what caught attention this time, according to commentators, was the suggestion that Prince William may not have been informed in advance about certain details. Now, to be clear, this doesn't necessarily break protocol, because technically, such matters don't always require his direct approval. However, symbolically, it raises questions, because this isn't just about rules, it's about relationships, and more importantly, trust. The dynamic between William and Harry has been under the spotlight for years now. Once seen as an unbreakable bond, their relationship has evolved into something far more complex, shaped by public statements, personal choices, and very different paths in life. While Prince William has continued to embrace his role within the monarchy, attending events, representing the crown, and preparing for future leadership, Prince Harry has carved out a different journey, one that exists outside the traditional royal framework, yet still intersects with it in unexpected ways. And that intersection? It's where tensions often arise. Because when a former working royal appears on the global stage, especially in a setting connected to international affairs, it naturally invites questions. What is the capacity of that appearance? Is it personal, charitable, or something more official in tone? These distinctions matter, not just to the public, but to the institution itself. And then there's timing. The reported visit came at a moment when the monarchy, led by King Charles, was actively engaged in significant international diplomacy. Events like these are carefully coordinated, with messaging, symbolism, and representation all playing crucial roles. So when another royal-related headline emerges around the same time, even unintentionally, it can shift attention. Now, let's be fair. There's no confirmed indication of wrongdoing here. Public figures, including members of the royal family past and present, are often involved in humanitarian or awareness-based visits. These efforts can bring attention to important causes and should not be dismissed lightly. But perception is everything. And in the world of royalty, perception can shape reality. This is where Prince William's role becomes increasingly significant. As the heir to the throne, his responsibilities are not just ceremonial, they're strategic. Every move, every appearance, every decision contributes to the long-term stability and image of the monarchy. And sources suggest that moving forward, there may be a stronger emphasis on coordination and awareness, particularly when it comes to activities that intersect with royal representation on a global level. If true, this wouldn't be surprising. Because institutions evolve, they adapt, and they learn from moments that highlight areas of uncertainty. At the same time, it's important to recognize the broader landscape. The relationship between the monarchy and government bodies is another layer in this story. While both operate independently, there are points of overlap, especially in matters involving international travel, security, and diplomatic presence. These intersections require cooperation, communication, and at times, careful balancing. And while different perspectives may exist, it's essential to approach these discussions with nuance rather than assumption, because not everything is as simple as it appears. What we're really seeing here is a reflection of change, a modern monarchy navigating a rapidly evolving world, a family balancing personal independence with institutional responsibility, and two brothers, each on their own path, still connected by history, yet separated by circumstance. So what does this mean going forward? Well, if current trends continue, we may see clearer boundaries being defined, not necessarily as a restriction, but as a way to ensure consistency in how the monarchy is represented globally. For Prince William, this could mean a more active role in overseeing or being aware of developments that indirectly affect the institution he will one day lead. For Prince Harry, it may mean continuing to build his identity outside the royal framework, while remaining mindful of the connections that still exist. And for the public, it means watching closely, because every development, no matter how small, offers insight into how this centuries-old institution is adapting to modern challenges. In the end, this isn't just a story about protocol or communication. It's about evolution. It's about identity. And it's about the delicate balance between personal freedom and public responsibility. So the real question is, can the monarchy maintain unity in a time of change? Or will these subtle moments continue to highlight the growing distance between its past and its future? As always, the answer lies not in speculation, but in what happens next. And trust me, people will be watching.